Oh, hi, teacher. Ouch. What's 12 divided by 4?
Resley.
It's 3.
Oh, thanks, man. 3.
That's wrong. Now, Neo, that would be 3.
Correct. All right, everybody.
Hello, everybody. My name's Daniel, and I'll give you 5 guesses of what today's topic is. Now, growing up, I had a lot of interesting teachers. Now, one story I remember is when I was in pre-K, where all everybody did was just cry and say, and then you got kids like me who are mixed up with random kids that are crying their eyes out that they need ibuprofen. Anyways, it starts off like usual. I'm just bored, but then I look to my right, and then what do you know? It's Play-Doh. Seriously, I was in love with Play-Doh as a kid. I don't know why, and it tasted like salt. Don't ask how I know that. And knowing that I really like Play-Doh, I think the obvious thing that I thought was, why don't I just bring it home and play with it? Disregarding the fact that I'm literally going to be playing with Play-Doh that I don't own at my house. Hey, where'd you get that? From school. You gotta be kidding me. Thankfully, though, that's not what happened. Something worse happened. So, my sneaky plan was that I was gonna take that Play-Doh, put it in my backpack, and go home and anything that would happen after. But the teacher somehow caught on that I had Play-Doh. I don't even know how, but she told me to reach in my backpack, and what do you know? Play-Doh is in there. So, yeah. Another funny story was when I was in pre-K still, and there was this counselor. She wasn't really a teacher, but she kind of taught us how to count from 100. So I forgot what her name is, so let's just call her Mrs. E.
No!
And Mrs. E was very rude, but like very strict at the same time too. And basically what happened was that whenever we would fool around behind her, she would be like, "I have eyes behind my head." And every one of us knew that she didn't. So to test that theory, what we did was that whenever she would turn around, we would dance in front of her face. Or behind her face. Now, this is where it starts to get interesting. So, I recently have this teacher. I'm not going to say her name, of course. I mean... Now, this story happened a few months ago, I would say, and it involves my friend Ivan. Now, he had this lollipop with, like, some spices over it, and basically what happened was that he didn't want to finish it, and he was going to finish it after lunch. But when he went inside the classroom, the teacher was not happy, to say the least. And basically, she kind of crashed out at him and said a lot of rude stuff, which you're not supposed to do as a teacher. But basically what happened after that was she asked Ivan, "What do you want me to put it in? What would we put it in?" And he said, I don't know. So she's like, "Ugh, okay. Alright, who knows what we can help Ivan with?" So nobody raises their hand, but one person does. It's Emily. And she says, "You can wrap it in, like paper." And the teacher is like, "Well, no, I don't think that would work. How about you? You could wrap it in a tissue bag." Are my students dumb or something? No, that wouldn't work because paper. What if we use a Ziploc bag? Right, Ivan. So, Ivan, what would you like me to wrap it in? A tissue paper? Yeah, he literally said that in front of the entire class. But everybody was too scared to laugh, because the teacher. Yeah, I feel bad for Ivan. Now, this story involves the same teacher, but what happened is this one is a little bit more crazy. Now, this story starts off in the classroom. Everything's fine, nothing's bad, but apparently it was the worst day ever for my teacher. She found out that people were putting their used tissues inside of the PE box, or bin. So what does she do? She screams on the top of her lungs, telling everybody what's been going on, thinking that everybody's been doing this, not just one person. And you know what she does next? She literally grabs the bin and empties it out with a bunch of tissues falling down slowly to the floor. And you know what she does? She literally grabs the lid and literally throws it on the ground, and it smashes into a bunch of little plastic pieces. And you know what she does too? She literally tells everybody to clean up her mess, and she walks away to her little station. Somehow I was mixed into this, and she thought me and my friends were in this. But I don't even use the tissues at, like, the school. Like, they're all dirty, and my friend Ivan uses them a lot. Of course, Ivan was brought into this, like usual. She hates him. Again, R.I.P. Ivan.